Hey,
What's up, familia?
what up, what up, what up, what up?
Welcome to the show.
We just hit reset on this, baby.
Yes, we did.
Thought it was
Man, that shit's dwindling down to one more episodio.
only uno más.
Uno más, compas.
Wait, is it the mid season or is that no? This is it, huh?
That's it.
Only
Setting up
six.
for the movie, for the Ms. Marvels.
Yeah, that's right, because that comes out next week.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Oh my god.
You probably get the review sooner.
Oh lordy.
How about we say we get into...
Always.
It's so turbulent. That's right, guys. We're getting into Loki episode 5, science fiction.
Yo, I would say that was low key great.
Was it now?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. So we left off with the brink of destruction of the TVA. We didn't know what's going on. We saw the sonic boom.
The Big
Loki
Bang.
and everybody, the Big Bang Theory. We said Sheldon, young Sheldon, and everybody's variants come out.
That's why they call it Big Bang. Bang.
So yeah, homie came out, and then everybody's closing their eyes like, oh my god, and then we see a flash, and that was it. And then he wakes up, he's like, what? Where am I? And he starts running around like, hello? Oh look, I got the variant. Then he sees some down the hall. It's like, hey, hello. Then he does the time splitter thing again.
Yeah, it's weird. He didn't do it at all the last like 2 episodes, right?
I know, right? All of a sudden starts acting up. Not a tap out, I would say. So yeah, so he does the time split and he goes, oh, and he figure out like, oh hell no. I was like, where am I now? So that's what happens. So he's running around, and then it says execute order 1229, right? To erase everybody's memory.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, just like he did with Ravonna.
Ooh, Ravonna Monroe. She got pruned. In.
Still, yeah.
So yeah, so he's time slipping everywhere, and then he's like, well, what's going on? What happened to the TVA, And then he goes to one of the timelines, Then he's trying to find Mobius, and he's like, Mobius, hello, what's going on? So he's jumping through time until we get to who he sees first. It's not Renslayer, right? I mean, not Renslayer. The B-52, B-15. So we start seeing everybody's past lives, like what they were. And it says in the bottom, like, main timeline, fragment of the timeline, or a root timeline. So yeah, so we see like everybody's what they were before they got captured by the TVA. So we see Salud. So we see B-52 as a nurse, helping this young child with a broken arm. So she gets up and she goes, hey, I know you. And then she turns around. She's like, what was that?
So she comes out with the cast and she's like, oh, let's just put this. Stay still, honey. Give me your insurance information or I won't put this on. And then Loki's just like, oh, God, America.
And I gotta pass first before I help you. But I'm bleeding out. I know. Hold on.
Thanks, Obama.
You're like, hold on, I gotta laminate you should have laminated this medical card. It's all bloody. Hold on, I gotta scan it. Yeah. So yeah, so he does that, and she looks around. She's like, "What the fuck was that?" And he goes back to the ski shop.
The Zomskis.
And then he's looking, and he's like, "Yeah, Mobius, I need help with the TVA. Oh yeah. Like, I think we're too late. It's like, no, I have some in stock. What's it called, the ATVs?
Yeah.
I got 2 in stock. You're in luck.
You take these babies out on the water. That was his dream. It's funny that he had no idea. He didn't want to remember his past life. He didn't want to
Yeah,
remember his other lives. But then, like, there he is. He clearly
and
like wanted to do it no matter what.
then we find out he has 2 kids, man. He's like, your son's on the line. He's like, tell him I'll call him back. He goes, no, it's your other son. He's like,
Yeah,
tell him I'll hit him.
it's just sad.
So that's when he does it again. He blips. He times what's it called? He
Enter the time warp now.
and then we go back to the 19 whatever, right? 19 something. We see Alcatraz. We see Casey or Frank, aka Frankie. Then he's doing so they're hiding in the walls, right? Some shit like that.
With Ghost Dad.
Give it up for Spooky Bays, which is not spooky
anymore. Whoa.
The Never Boys, what's up?
Welcome to the Loki corner.
We're the Loki corner.
We're doing that Loki, El Pokey.
El Loki, El Pokey?
You just did the Loki time split, so
yeah,
you popped out of nowhere.
I'm time warping right now.
You're doing the time warp.
The time warp.
What part we on?
Where he meets Casey. We're episode 5.
Oh, Loki. All right. I got you.
So Loki is like, I know you. He's like, don't tell me you don't know me. He's like, I'm Loki. He's like, who are you? He's like, Frank, who is this guy? He's like, I don't know. You gotta find your own boat. He's like, you're the guy with the boat. He's like, I don't have a boat. He's like, and then he does the time warp again. And that's when we see OB. He's like, hi, I'm trying to buy this book. He's like, yeah, sure, let me scan it. And it's like, it's not scanning and stuff. It's like, and then the librarian? He's like, how many times I tell you to stop bringing your books in here? Nobody wants this garbage.
So he's a scientist and a fiction writer, and he writes science fiction.
Which is funny.
He has a degree in theoretical physics, so he's an actual doctor.
That's a mouthful, too.
I should know because I also have a theoretical degree in physics.
Theoretical?
Let's not get hung up on technicalities.
We're not dickling around. So yeah, so we see him, and then he goes back to this. It looks like a bomb shelter type of thing, right? Where OB stays. Big doors.
Big underground place. You know, it's just fucking. My bad. Excuse the language, but it's like kind of secluded. You know, he's exclusive to himself. You know.
Well, I mean, that's how it is when you're a male OBGYN. Like, you're just a lot of people think you're a weirdo. You gotta hide.
Yeah.
Gotta hide from the Kobe.
Fucking, I mean, Indiana Jones over here, you know? He's doing
Misa Indy. I still want to see him fight. I want to see him get down because he can fight.
You actually think Obi can fight?
No, the actor can.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Like jiu-jitsu or something?
He's trained martial artist and Wing Chun and all kinds of stuff.
But do you think the character Obi can fight? Or he's just going to use his wits?
I think there's more to Obi.
Ah, okay.
I think there's some menacing, and that's the reason we didn't see him.
You think he has some kind of ulterior motive, just like Kang?
Yeah, and I have a few more good theories from this episode. But we'll
King is the kick in the glass. So yeah, guys. So we see OB, and all of a sudden you see Loki just does the time swap again. He's like, I know it's gonna sound different, but I know you. You're like you're OB Ouroboros, and he's like, what? And then he's like, oh yeah, and then how can you be time slipping? And then they break it down about the future, past, and all this craziness. And then he's like, oh, I wrote about it here. You probably find you'll be lucky enough to find a book. We're like, oh, I found one for you.
How come it's not scanning?
So yeah, so in his bunker we see Loki is like, oh my god, like it's like so you're worthless then, like, oh yeah, I'm just a writer. It's like, what do you mean you're a writer? It's like, oh yeah, like I write fiction. It's like, I need you to get about the TVA. The TV what?
The Tunervilles.
Tunerville.
We got a frog down.
So that's when he tells them about the whole situation, what happened. It's like, all right, try controlling your time slips. He's like, what do you mean? It's like your time jumps, and he does the whole emotion. He's like stretching, pulling. He's like, maybe you're not doing it right. And he's like, and he scares them, like, oh, I didn't work with that. And then he shocks them, like, oh, okay, it doesn't work with this. And then he goes, like, I need you to develop a portal. It's like, yeah, it'll take me 10 centuries. Like, what happens if you had the knowledge right now? And he talks it out. He's like, what? He looked at the TVA handbook. And then, is that cheating already with the handbook, dude?
Cheating?
Yeah, cheating.
Not if it's in different area codes.
It all depends, because one wrote the book, the other one based up. I don't know. It's a lot of back and forth. Some Terminator stuff, Oh.
Thank you, Arnold, for that deep analysis.
I come from a scientific future where we can do anything, including time travel. Can you tell me her address on this payphone, please?
For the address, South Connor.
Is this a resident? Your parents are dead.
Oh, man.
Always put this shit out. Like, really? Like,
Uzi
oh,
9 Hey, you can't do that. You can't load that gun in here. Wrong. Anyways.
So thank you, Arnold. And then he's talking to Obi. He's like, here, and then he's like, disappears back to the skis. No, he goes back to his house, right? He's walking.
Sure.
He's like, what am I with the Mobius? And then he's looking at him. He's like, if there's any toys outside, like, they're considered trash, and then this and that. Then, like, how you get matches? Tells one of the kids, and he runs away. Like, go get your son. Get your son. Go get your brother, your stepbrother.
Grandpa.
I know, right? This whole time messing thing, and that's when he approaches him like, "Hey, Mobius, I know your time in TVA. Come on, man. Like, I know you want to come back to it." It's like, sorry, sir. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't want no trouble. He's like, you're my friend. He's like, we're friends. He's like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because before he disappeared, he told Obi told Loki to get everybody's collective aura. So he had to collect everybody in a cup, all your friends, to send you back in time to a point to reset a place that doesn't exist anymore, but it still exists.
Is that little Nicky?
So he's trying to do the time cop thing, yes. Papa shit. I can't do it.
I'm not gonna.
Cashier, stop.
Oh yeah, so Mobius is like, he's like, sir, like, I don't know you, and then all of a sudden, he's like, man, I need your help. We gotta save the whole world. I need you to come with me. Like, no, I have kids. I can't leave them behind. Like, don't worry, I could drop you back off at any time, in point in time. And he's like, what? He's like, come on. And that's where they see Ouroboros. All of a sudden, he comes out with a bootleg tin pad. It's like a bigger, like a. He's like, what did I miss? He comes out behind him. He's like, what? And that's when we see a loop of Loki and Mobius talking. He's like, okay, I'll go back with you. So he gathers his friends, right? He gets B-52, OB, Casey, Mobius, and there's one more. Dude, like, the question I always ask me, like, why does it always go back to Sylvie, dude? Like, he can't do anything without her.
Well, Sylvie is Loki.
Love. No.
Yeah.
Bigger
the
question
Loki
is, what
job?
the hell does Casey bring to the party ever?
I know, right?
What? Why always this? What does he do? He opens a drawer
And he
and
sees the
vacuums the
Infinity
floor.
Stones.
Like Casey does nothing.
So Casey was a robber or some sort. Obi was a writer and a scientist. B-15 was a nurse. Mobius was a salesman. Loki is a Loki, and Sylvie's a McDonald worker with the bad what's it called, health. She was eating a Big Mac or something. She was eating McDonald's.
See, that's what I don't understand. She wanted to destroy the thing. What's the name? The thing that should not be. But
Who he remains?
he who remains. So she killed him just to go work a fucking day job at McDonald's. I don't. It's just.
She heard that they're about to get paid $20, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm going.
They got the raise too. Like, I'm on it.
So get me in there, bro. Get me in there. Get free food, $20 an hour. What else could I ask for?
Yeah. What else can you ask?
And you take McDonald's home every night.
As soon as they promote her to middle manager, she's gonna want to go back to the apocalypse.
You know what we didn't see? We didn't see that white kid that had a crush on her. Bye, Sylvie.
Who, me?
Is your mom coming for you? Yes.
I stopped working fast food when I saw a cockroach doing the breaststroke in the milkshake machine. I know,
It's terrible.
That's nasty, bro.
I know. I finished my milkshake and then just walked out.
Put it down. You're like, yeah, I'm good.
No, I mean I finished it.
Oh. So yeah, so you gathered the team, right? The 18. And then you're like, I'm gonna go with Sylvie. He goes, all right, this is gonna sound strange, but you don't know who I am. You're like, Loki, like, what? You know who I am? Like, why wouldn't I? And then it turns out like she has her own tin pad. So when that thing exploded, she just did the Homer. She like, peace.
She left him.
She like, look. And then Loki is like, listen, like everybody's doing their what they want to do in their timeline, you know? That's where they belong. It's time for you to start rewriting your own story, man. It's like leave them where it's supposed to be. Like, not everybody want to be back in the TVA. I'm glad it's gone, you know? And then he goes, what are you drinking? Straight bourbon. He's like, all right, give me a bourbon. Give me a Suburban. So she gulps down the shot. You heard that gulping? She's like,
and they were like, we don't have any straight bourbon here, sailor.
So what's it called? Sylvie asks Loki, like, why do you want it back? He's like, oh, because I want orders. Like, try again. Why do you want the TVA back? Oh, because a lot of people will be hurt. Like, honestly, why do you want it back? He said, I want my friends, man. I want you. I don't want to be alone. See, there
The
it
chicken
is.
nuggets in the cafeteria were aces.
Depends who made them.
Yeah, not Casey. That guy can't do shit.
He just wants to steal. He wants to pickpocket and everything. So she goes like, yeah, it's time for you to send everybody back, man. Like, why are you being selfish? Like, why you want this? Like, let them live who they want to be. You know, it's just like, yeah, you're right. So the little thing portal goes. He goes back. Sylvie's like, I'm going to go distress listening to a record or something. You want the usual? And that's where we start seeing the Thanos snap starting to occur, right? Some version of the snap. So she's over here jamming out. The song got sad and she's like wondering, like, yeah, maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. She looked conflicted. And all of a sudden we see this guy, like the record shop guy, right? There's no name.
Gregory.
All right, Gregory. Fucking Greg. Mr. Greg over here is trying to pour some coffee and he looks, he's like, what the hell? And it's becoming a thread, you know? A thread of like spaghetti noodles type of thing. Like the glass starting to get eaten. And then he's like, oh shit. He's like, starts running like Sylvie. He's like, what? Can you hear with those blaring headphones? Probably. And he's reaching out for her hand, and he gets noodled out. Same thing that happens to
Ant-Man and Loki and
Timesley.
Victor Time.
And remember what happened to Mantis that one time? She was like more ribbon than anything.
What?
Yeah, when she got zapped by Thanos.
Yeah,
Didn't he turn her into like Laffy Taffy? What?
I thought she was like a string cheese thing.
Dude, I
thought you were gonna mention the Mr. Fantastic again.
I was gonna say Drax.
Oh, that's right.
We talked about last episode.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic, yeah.
And yeah, how there's no actual relevance, but who knows? Because I mean,
a yarn.
But they're very specifically making this movement, associating it with like probabilities and being too close to time and it exploding in their faces or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe there was a correlation somehow. I mean,
So
the Darkhold, they say that when they read the Darkhold, that it causes universes to collapse on themselves. So.
Oh yeah, the incursion.
Yeah, so maybe it is a similar phenomenon.
That was scary. So Mr. Homie over here is turning noodles. Everything's turning into noodles. You know, the CD. That thing kind of got me a little dizzy. You guys got you dizzy? You're like, whatever. It was like turning and turning and turning. I was like, what the hell? Nope. Probably because I was looking in the dark. But anyway, so the CD disappears and Sylvie's like, boop, 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 boop. Find Loki. Boop, boop, boop. Shoom, shoom.
Oh, his location. Oh, damn it.
The lost signal halfway through. So she steps out, and then she's like, you're right, Loki. She's like, there's nowhere else to go, man. Like, we have to solve this problem. And all of a sudden, she's like, yeah, we got to go back to the TVA, time and point, right? All right. Let's just use the Tim pad. Where did it go? The Tampax. And then he goes to Casey, like, I know you want to steal a bank, but you could steal all the banks you want later on. But give me the Tim pad right now. And he goes, I don't have it. Like, what do you mean you don't have it? Who else has it? Like, we don't have it either. And then he goes, Mr. Loki? He's like, yeah, like, I don't feel so good.
Mr. Stark.
And he holds him and he falls down in his arms. He's like, oh. So he gets snapped. You see the noodles, like, shh.
Oh, sweet ramen.
He actually kind of looked like he wanted to get him. So
he starts Naruto.
So you see Mobius is next. He's like, Mr. Stark. He's like, what? No, not you too. So he becomes Noodles. He's like, my kids. And he disappears. And then B-52 is next too. She's like, I'm noodled. And then OB is like, catch you later, dog. And he disappears too. And we're like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on? And the most shocking one, Toodle Noodles. The most shocking one, bro. We see Sylvie. He's like, Loki. She's like this. And then whoosh, she gets snapped. Loki's trying to grab onto the timelines. They're disappearing on him. So he's like, oh no. So everybody died in that instant. And then he does it. He goes ultra instant. He goes, this can't be the end. And he goes, so he goes 5 minutes back. I don't know, was it like 13 minutes back? And then he goes, I did it. I mastered it. And like, mastered what? And then that's what Obi says. You mastered your time slip. She's like, yeah. And what he said. And then he's like, I understand. It's not a why. It's not a it. It's a who. Who he remains. So I guess he was pinpointing him. Probably. So
I have a theory.
So homie does it again. He goes, I could change the past. And he's right next to OB again. And then the music hurts. To our hearts together to be as one.
Ooh. For a second there, it took me somewhere I was not prepared to be. My parents did not sign that permission slip for me to go on that field trip.
Oh my goodness, bro.
I'm not. It took me back to the snapping.
Exactly right. I thought they're gonna say Thanos will be back next year.
It's an apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
So, I never even saw that movie.
You're not missing much.
No, the X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh,
Apocalypto, though, yeah, also no.
X-Men Apocalypse. Huh? Is that the one with Jean Grey?
I don't know. This one with
where she's going like super ultra instinct on everybody.
Yeah, Olivia Wilde, and no, that's Dark Phoenix. Is it?
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't see either of those.
They got a bunch of them with
those fucking movies.
Phoenix.
What's your theory, bro?
Stop.
All right, so
Nikki. Yes.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome. All right, so I actually proposed this theory the second to last episode of the first season of Loki, and it's really seeming like it's, I don't know, it kind of feels like this might happen, and I wanted it to then, and I still want it to now. It seems like Loki is setting himself up to be the He Who Remains. And it would be really cool if somehow they switched it up to where he's like the new kind of leader of the whole thing. And if they also somehow kind of flipped it around to where he's the new everything. Like he mastered the time jumps and whatever. And it's like, oh, He Who Remains is controlling it. Then why couldn't it be him?
I guess it kind of makes sense because at the end of the day, he wants to be in control and he wants to be the end all be all. Like,
right? And it would like, to me, it would redeem him to just, because it just, there's always something going on. He's the god of mischief, not the god of like, hey, let's do right and fix shit. Like, nah, dude.
Mr. Fix It.
Right? Oh, Captain Howdy, like, no, get out of here.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm pulling for.
What I'm thinking is he's gonna go each timeline and get the heroes prime versions and bring them here for the war against the kings.
Oh, and they played the Avengers music for. Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, it's Jurassic Park.
Also, theme with the rubber chickens is on.
Was that John Cena?
We're gonna get a fucking the spider T-Rex. Yeah, so I feel like he's gonna get the prime versions of all the heroes, bring them here, and go to war, and then Doctor Doom's gonna kill Kang and take over the Secret Wars.
That's what.
The end. I'm out.
That was.
I'm Mike.
No.
No.
They had their Disney retreat in the Florida Keys in September. And
we weren't invited.
One of the proposed alternatives, I wasn't, fuckers, was that they have somebody step in and take the mantle from Kang so that they can get out of this whole legal fiasco. And they pitched Dr. Doom. They really wanted to do Dr. Doom. So that's still something that's on the table. And especially now that he's going to have to testify and go to court later this month.
Wait, but I thought he was like innocent already.
They were quitting.
No, they denied his claim. So
shit.
Oh wow.
So they're still in the hot seat with him, regardless. And the thing is, no matter what, at this point,
they already made their decision.
It's because that's how these things are. It's not.
Wait, so they formally
already? Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That
so it
sucks.
was pretty boned.
I mean him playing Victor and everything. That was pretty interesting. I like that character a lot.
I did too,
Yeah,
and
me
it
too.
showed his chaps. And like I said, I wanted to see whether it was just him overacting with this one character, or if he has like a little more to him.
We has to
But
act
I
what?
did not see that.
He has to act 100 times different to all the characters. He has to be a Ramatad. He has to be Iron Lad. Iron Lad.
Yeah. Is he gonna have that chungus?
He has to
Yes.
I'll show you the Iron Ladder.
I still remember that shit. We couldn't stop laughing at her. You saw it,
We ever
Base?
post that one up?
No,
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, I think-
no, I'm not on the
We'll-
chat no more.
We'll pull it up. No, it's on the channel.
Oh no, I haven't seen it now.
Do you even watch your own show? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't
So yeah,
know.
guys, that's our fan theory that Luke Kang, fucking Loki is gonna he's gonna do a Loki and then gather the warriors across the land, searching far and wide.
Mortal Kombat.
Capture his Pokemon is his real task.
Your
Train
Kia
him
Soul
in
is
his
mine.
car.
Your big mouth
I'll
is
race you.
mine.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna after us. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Or next episode, he's gonna talk to more OB, and OB's like, "Who are you again?" I was like, "Oh, here we go again with this stupid shit." You remember me?
He's gonna
It's
fight.
me.
And
You
Obi's
remember
gonna
me?
fight.
You remember?
So he's gonna go back and stop. King.
Who he
Fucking that freaking guy, Victor Timely from going out there. I know. Don't go out there. Here, come with me. He holds his hand, and they go further back. Go. Psh. Kingsley meet one main. Who he remains. Variant. Look, this is you. Work together, fix the loom, and come back.
All I
You're
know
gonna
is
go
in the
back and
next
not kill.
episode, I want to see some more crazy ass minutes. I want to see Obi get down and square up with somebody, and I want to see Loki take some mischief.
You know what's gonna happen, dude? I already see it. What's gonna happen is he's gonna go all the way back and stop Sylvie from killing He Who Remains, so the timelines won't be fractured anymore. That'll be a bullshit escape.
Yeah, but then there would be no
There'd be no point to the whole show if they did that. You know, like.
there would be no.
But then
secret
they're
war.
bringing him back.
There would be no.
Yeah, because that's the point, to make a sequel. You know, like to make it all.
No, but I'm saying that if he goes back, right? He goes back and He Who Remains escapes and becomes King the Conqueror.
I think King the Conqueror became He Who Remains. I don't think it's the opposite. And then He Who Remains went back into all the timelines and
Kill everybody else.
yeah. Right. But nah, dude, because then there would be no secret wars in any of that. Like the universes wouldn't collide.
But Doom is coming to take over with the incursions.
Allegedly.
I think so.
Maybe we haven't even really gotten an X-Men except for
Because
multiverse of bullshit.
I think
because the Marvels said a line in there in the trailer. I know you don't do trailers, but she said, look, all these timelines are merging onto this one. So what's going on there? That's what she's seeing. Miss Rambeau, and she's like, what do you mean? It looks, and she becomes a kid or some shit like that.
I think they're gonna tie it all in with Deadpool 3.
Yeah, they're gonna get him. They're gonna get huge Logan. Be a Prime Man.
Yeah, because didn't you see the? I think they're fighting on the Fox logo.
Yeah, they're trying to.
What?
Yeah,
they're trying to kill her.
It's like the, what do they call that place when you get pruned?
Ether. Upside down.
The end of time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think. Yeah, so that's where they're fighting, allegedly, at the end of time.
With Elliot is still running amok there.
Yeah.
Because they shoved a dagger up his ass, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
Probably enjoyed it.
And they were like, hey, dog, we don't want no smoke.
So, final predictions for next week, Senor Hit Rest.
Well, I just said all of the predictions.
All right, there you go.
I know
Spooky
you
base.
We said them all.
I predict
I
everything
feel
I
like-
said it will be wrong.
I know. I say he's gonna go. He's go in the beginning. He's gonna kill. Stop Sully from killing him, or either that he's gonna bring everybody to be Prime, a hero, and stop Kings from forming, or Daredevil's getting rebooted.
I do think though that he is manipulating himself after he mastered the time. That he's manipulating himself to do things for some goal.
Yeah.
He hasn't alluded to what that is at all, but it seems like that's what he's doing. What with him pruning himself and all.
It's gonna be like the Dragon Ball Z scenario with the what they call the kid that destroys the universe. The
Dragon Ball Z scenario.
Oh
no, Dragon Ball Super. The little kid.
Oh,
thing.
it's like right on the tip of my hippocampus.
Yeah, that one. Remember, there's two of them now.
Sentinel.
There you go. Mine two of the He Who Remains, just sharing a throne, helping each other out.
I don't do partners.
Well, that's true.
Hey, Miss Man, it's kind of crazy though.
I know. I want to see more of that.
I love you.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. All right, guys. We're looking forward to episode 6, the finale of Loki season 2. It's gonna tie into because look, Thursday is the last one and Friday is the movie.
Yeah, man, I can't follow the Spanish. Is this season 16 and episode 9?
See,
Wait, what you mean the movie?
the Marvels
The Marvels.
Oh, it comes out tomorrow or
What's
today.
next week? Next Thursday.
comes out the 10, yeah.
Friday.
Friday. So that's what I'm saying. Like the last episode's on Thursday, and then the movie's on Friday.
But you know how that should be because it drops probably like 4 or 5 p.m. or some shit on Thursday.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think that Kang's gonna go back in time and then kill John Wick's dog, and then John Wick becomes He Who Remains.
No, the fighter that Creed was fighting, he used another variant of Kang.
Oh,
What's
what?
his name?
Word?
What's his name?
He Who what?
The boxer from Creed. Remember the Creed 3 movie?
God, Creed.
I don't know. I don't know his name.
The big buff-
Michael B. Jordan.
I still have
No,
not.
the other guy.
Michael C. Jordan.
There you go. No, he who remains, the actor. What's his name?
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen that movie. I don't know.
Wait, Creed?
Yeah, Creed 3.
Yeah, it's Michael B. Jordan.
No,
No.
the other guy.
One Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors.
Okay.
Yeah, his character is another Kang variant.
All right.
Ah,
Well,
okay, I see what you're saying.
There you go.
it's been quite the journey.
This is a little
Yeah,
little late in the bushes right now. We
We're,
took a little U-turn.
we're time warping right now.
We're all time slipping on something.
Time slipping.
We're just slipping. Yeah, man, I'm enjoying Loki for the first time.
Loki's pretty
Dude,
good.
you said it was your second favorite Marvel show. Shut your ass.
No, it wasn't. It was
You
Hawkeye.
said.
Hawkeye.
I think honestly, it's the only Marvel show.
I love fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon was your favorite.
Falcon, that was alright. That was pretty cool, actually.
That's when we brought your ass in, Baze.
Yeah, I remember.
That's based origins.
That's why it's my favorite. We brought you in.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
That's.
What episode did you bring me in?
Dude, not only that, we did the whole play with the mask and everything. We're in the park running around like idiots with the bag.
Yeah.
We gotta do more of that.
And I had those delicious Falcon wings.
I know. That was hilarious. Episode 5 is one of our highest rated one.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One world, one what?
People.
One people.
One peep ho.
One world, one what?
People.
There you go.
Person.
One
He or
Kang.
she or them. Who knows nowadays?
No, never get into an argument with a they them. They outnumber you. Controversial.
Oh, that's what we do. Like I said previous, like thank you guys for the subs. If you like what we do, give us a thumbs up or a high five or something.
Or
If you don't like what we do,
Oh,
thank you for
don't-
stopping
don't.
by and checking us out.
Step on
Go
us.
ahead.
That was it.
Yeah, that. Don't step on us. We're coming. We're ants. Like I said, thank you again.
As he who remains.
What?
I said I identify as he who remains.
Yeah, with that being said, stay tuned to the channel.
husband.
Him and the Zombie Show.
Hey, till next time, the last episode of Loki.
Okay.
Can't wait. Loki. Good night, everybody.